Namaskar, everyone, and thank you for joining us for today. My name is Sandhya, and I will have the honor of guiding you through your yoga practice for today. Thank you. This is Subhashini with me, who will be demonstrating the postures with us today. We'll be doing some chair yoga today, which I really like because it provides the benefits of a yoga practice for all mobility and ability levels. So for this, you will just need a chair. Just make sure the chair is not too high so your feet can rest flatly on the floor. So we'll begin with our centering. Okay, so we're just going to begin by closing the eyes and drawing our attention inwards. Drawing each inhale, lengthening the breath. And drawing each exhale, lengthening the breath. And with each breath, feel the body relaxing deeper. Just coming into the present moment, being here and now. Centering in that space of infinite love and peace. And we take this moment now to invoke the presence of all of our guides and masters of light, including our own Guru, Sri Vasudeva. May we always be worthy of divine grace. And join us now as we open our practice with the sacred sound of Om, the primordial sound, to focus, quiet the mind, and to bring us into union. So gently breathing out. Slowly bringing our awareness back, keeping that awareness of the breath, that feeling of peace. We're going to gently open our eyes and continue our practice today now with our breathing exercises and our pranayama exercises. So we'll start with our cleansing breath, just to expel any stale oxygen or carbon dioxide that's built up in our lungs overnight. This is that full, complete exhalation through the mouth and a full inhalation through the nose. The exhalation is slightly longer just because we're really trying to clear out those lungs. So breathing out. 2 more. Good, and relax here. Palms can rest on the legs. Just taking a few normal breaths here. Observing how the body is feeling. Paying mind to any changes, any subtle changes. Okay, and then we'll gently open our eyes. And we'll move on to our pranayama exercise, the Kapalabhati, breath of fire, just to, again, energize ourselves, wake ourselves up, and really cleanse ourselves. So as we remember, the Kapalabhati is the short, quick exhalations through the nose, and the inhalation actually comes naturally. We'll be doing about a minute of this. And if at any point you're starting to feel lightheaded or it's becoming a bit much, just sit breathing normally and join in whenever you feel ready. So we'll start with a cleansing breath out. We'll inhale and then we'll go into the practice. Breathing out. In. Breathing in normally. Cleansing breath out. And just relaxing here. Taking a few regular breaths. Allowing the breath to regulate itself. And again, noticing any changes within the body here. And then we'll gently open our eyes. We're going to do a second round of our Kapalabhati, again for about a minute. So breathing out. In. Breathing in. Again, just relaxing the body here and regulating the breath for just a few moments. Good, and then gently opening the eyes. We'll come into our final pranayama exercise for today, and this is our alternate nostril breath. And this allows us to balance both sides of the brain, both sides of our right and left, creative and logic, and just brings everything into balance and provides deeper calmness to the mind. So for our alternate nostril breath, we use the right hand and we tuck in the middle and the index finger down towards the palm. So it's just the thumb and the ring finger and the pinky coming out. These will be blocking the nostrils. So we'll bring it up to our face and we'll start by plugging the right nostril and exhaling our breath out only through the left. And then inhale through the left. Plug both nostrils now. And then we release the right, exhale through the right. Inhale through the right. Plug both and hold. And exhale through the left. Inhale through the left. Plug the left. Exhale through the right. Inhale through the right. Plug the right. Exhale through the left. In through the left. Plug the left and hold. And exhale through the right. Inhale through the right. Plug the right. Exhale through the left. Inhale through the left. Plug the left. Exhale through the right. In through the right. Plug and hold. Exhale through the left. In through the right. Plug. Out through the left. In through the left. Hold. Out through the right. In through the right. Out through the left. In through the left. Out through the right. In through the right. Plug right. Out through the left. In through the left. Plug. Out through the right. And then we're going to gently take our hands from our faces, keeping the eyes closed if they're not already. And again, observe anything that's happening within the inner space. Thank you. And then keeping that breath awareness, we're going to gently open our eyes as we move into our warm-up now for our yoga postures. So again, just checking in with your bodies here, making sure your feet are hip distance apart and your back is as straight as possible. With your palms just resting on your thighs. So for chair yoga, this is our Tadasana or mountain pose. This is our neutral posture. It should be comfortable and relaxed here. So we're going to start by inhaling our hands up by our ears. Exhaling the hands down towards the heart center. We'll do a few more of these. Inhale, bring the arms up, palms together. Exhale the hands to heart center. One more. Inhale the hands up. And exhale the hands to heart center. Okay, and now we're going to reverse it. So we're going to inhale the hands up, open them, exhale, pushing away and down. Bringing the hands together, up, inhale, exhale, bringing them down. And let's do one more here. Inhale, bringing the hands up. And exhale, bringing them down. Good. Bringing the arms back to shoulder height. Bringing the palms so that they're facing down. And then we're going to be turning the arms. So palms down and then turn the palms up. Twisting the arms only. Turning the palms down and up. Opening as much as possible. Down and up. One more, down and up. Okay, and now we're going to turn these into shoulder circles. So bringing the arms up and over. As we inhale, as the arms come up, exhale as they come back behind you. Inhale as the hands come up. And then we exhale as they come behind us. One more in this direction. Inhale as the hands come up. And let's exhale as they come behind us. Now we switch directions. Inhale as they come up from behind now. And exhale as they come forward. Inhale. And exhale. And last one, inhale. And exhale. We're going to take our right hand and bring it to the chair behind us. Left hand reaches for the outside of that right knee. Pushing into the outside of that knee, pushing into the chair. Use that to help twist. Really twist from the spine here, looking over that shoulder. Going as deep as you can do so comfortably, and don't hold the breath. Continue to breathe here. Good. And then on your next inhale, let's come back to center and come to the other side. Now the left hand reaches behind for the chair, right hand to the outside of that left knee, using the chair and the knee to help push yourself into a deeper twist. Good, and then we'll come back into center here. We're going to continue with some shoulder opening stretches. So we're going to take the right arm and bring it under the left. And either you can rest your hands on your shoulders if this is a deep enough stretch for you, or if you'd like to go a little deeper, you can bring the hands up, back of palms together, or even front of palms together. Just doing as deep as you can do. So even if that means holding onto the shoulders, you just want to start to feel that opening in the back, that opening in the shoulders. And we can slowly release from there. Now we're going to switch the other way. So left arm comes under the right arm. And remember, you can hold the shoulders. You can bring the backs of palms together or the front of palms. Just going wherever you feel a nice, comfortable stretch. And then we will slowly release from this, rolling the shoulders back a few times. Good. And now we're going to come into reaching the arms behind you, grab opposite elbows. So your hands are, Sebastian, if you could just turn around just to show them what your arms look like. Thank you. Yeah, so you're grabbing opposite elbows here now. You're stretching our shoulders in the opposite direction. So if this is enough of a stretch, you can stay here, or you can even try to come into a reverse prayer with your hands. Only if you can do so comfortably. You can also just grab the opposite elbows for a deep enough stretch. Thank you for demonstrating that. So these are the two movements of our shoulders. We were compressing them and now we're stretching them open. And if you tend to sit at a computer a lot, especially with working from home now being very common, this is a very good and easy stretch to do. Great, and then we can release from that, giving a little bit of a shake here. Good, and then we're going to come into a tall stretch on our chairs. So for our tall stretch, we're straightening the legs as much as possible here, but still the soles of the feet are on the floor. So if you need to have a slight bend to do that, that's okay. And then we're going to reach our arms back behind us, stretching our feet and hands away from us. If you're able to, you can even try to pick up the feet, but this becomes more of a core exercise. So you can rest the feet on the ground just to get a deep stretch here. And we'll bring it back down and release. Good, thank you. Now we're going to come back into our mountain pose, or our Tadasana for our chair. Feet back to hip distance apart. And we're going to be warming up our spine, doing our cat-cow on the chair. So for this, you can either hold the sides of your chair, or you can rest your palms on your thighs. This is your choice. We're going to inhale, and we push our chest forward, look up to the ceiling. And exhale, belly curls in, chin to chest. Okay, inhale. And exhale. Inhale, really feeling that full range of motion in the spine. Do as much as you can. Exhale, spine curls the other way. We're going to do one in each again. Inhale. And exhale. Good. And then inhale back to a neutral, to our Tadasana, our mountain pose. Good. From here, again, you can keep your hands on your thighs, or you can hold the sides of your chair. We're going to now work on our waist, warming up our waist. So as if you're making big circles from your hip area, we're going to begin to turn and rotate, trying to, again, get a full range of motion as we make these very large circles. The hips aren't picking up off the chair, though, so everything is staying on the chair. And then going in the other direction. Good. And we'll come back into center here. Let's bring our feet wider now than hip distance. We're going to inhale our hands up. Exhale. Let's begin to come forward. And we're going to come into a forward fold on our chairs. So folding forward and resting the hands maybe on the knees or on the floor in front of you, or maybe on the legs or the ankles, depending on where you can reach. You can even, if you would like to deepen your fold, hold opposite elbows here and let the head hang in between the space. This allows gravity to help you come deeper into the stretch. So decide how deep you would like to go. And just begin to fold here. And then in this, begin to shake your head out as if you're saying no. And then nod your head as if you're saying yes, just to release any tension that we may be holding in the neck. Okay, and then bringing the head back to a neutral. Slowly you can release the arms if you are holding them. And we're going to begin to slowly come up, tucking the chin into the chest. So if you need to, you can also use your legs for support here to kind of bring yourself up very gradually. Great. Okay. Now we're going to move on to our hip area, warming up our hip flexors. So we're going to pick up our right leg and just cross it, the ankle, over your left, just above your left knee here. And this can be as deep as you go here if you're already starting to feel a stretch in that right hip flexor, in that right hip. Or if you'd like to go a little deeper, you can begin to push on that right thigh, push that knee away from you to try and open up that hip a little more. You can really control how deep you go here. Just listen to your body and to your hips. But hip flexibility is very important. And again, if you spend a lot of time sitting in a chair, depending on your type of work, your hips tend to get very tight. So this is a very simple way to just help them open up. So if you're pushing on the thigh, you can just release that. And keeping the legs crossed, we're going to begin to rotate out the ankle. So just rotate out the ankle in one direction here, loosening up those joints. And go in the other direction. Good. And then flex the foot and point the foot. Flex it and point it. Flex and point. Okay, and then you can choose to keep your hands on your hips as Subhashini has, or you can hold onto your chair. We're going to pick up that right leg and we're going to try and stretch it in front of us. Just stretching as much as you can. Just holding it for a second if you're able to. And then let's slowly lower it down. Great. Now we're going to go to the left side. So crossing that left ankle over the right. And remembering if this is as deep as you'd like to go, that's fine. Or you can begin to push on that left thigh with that left hand to try and open up that hip a little bit more. Making sure to breathe here. If you're feeling any pain, please don't push any further. Just back off a little bit and come to a place where it's just a comfortable stretch. Good. And then if you're pressing on that thigh, you can just release that. And then we're going to come to rotating the ankle of that left foot. Okay, going in one direction. And then let's go in the other direction. Good. And then let's flex the foot and point the foot. Flex it and point it. Flex it and point it. Okay. And then either keeping your hands on your hips as Subhashini has, or you can hold on to the sides of your chair. You're going to begin to pick up that foot and try and extend it out straight, holding it just for a second here. And then let's slowly bring it down. And then we're going to come into that tall stretch that we've done on our chair already. So straightening out the legs as much as you can with the soles of the feet on the ground. We're going to reach the hands above the head. Good. And release the hands down. Great. Now we're going to come into our warrior series for strength and balance and focus. So in our warrior series, we're going to turn so that the left thigh is now being supported by the chair, but the right thigh is actually coming off of the chair. And we're going to start by just bringing both legs to face the wall. So first, just bring both legs to face the wall. And you want to make sure that you're sitting comfortably here. Good. And then let's start by just keeping the hands on the hips, or you can also hold onto the chair using that left hand for support on the chair. And then we're going to start by just extending the right leg out to the side. So not all the way behind us yet, just to the side. Noticing how this feels. If you're able to balance in this posture here, just looking forward. Good. And then slowly we're going to begin to push that right leg back behind us. So now the foot is perpendicular to that front left foot. But you want the sole of that right foot to be on the mat. So as you can see with Subhashini's foot, it's flat on the mat. Good. And then once you feel strong and steady here, you can begin to raise your arms up. But remembering, you can always keep your hands on your hips. You can raise your arms up into a different expression of warrior. And then we're going to begin to twist the upper chest to open it and bringing the arms out to that T position. Looking over those front fingertips. So the weight is relatively even between both legs. There may be a tendency to put more weight on that left leg, but the right leg should also be holding the weight as well. Good, very nice. And then we'll begin to flip that front left hand up. We're going to reverse our warrior. So that back right arm either slides down the leg or just holds onto the chair. And that left hand reaches up to the ceiling. And maybe your gaze follows that hand and looks up to the ceiling as well. Good. And then we'll begin to rotate back to that warrior position, warrior two. And now we're going to bend that front elbow to rest on the thigh. And that back arm is going to stretch overhead. Now we're trying to come into a full stretch along that entire right side, from the toes all the way to those fingertips. So Subhashini is actually looking up to the ceiling. If you feel like you need to ground a little more, just turn the gaze to look at the floor. Good, and then we'll gently come back into that warrior two position. Let's bring the hands to come to the chair and draw the feet together back so that they're facing the one wall. Great. And then we're going to come back to center here. And we're going to come into just one tall stretch before we go to the other side. So again, bringing the legs out in front. Arms and feet extend away from each other. Good. And then let's bring the hands down. And we're going to come on to the other side. So bending the knees here first. Getting comfortable. Now it is just the right leg that is resting on the chair and supporting your weight here. And slowly start by bringing that left leg out just to the side for now. Hands can rest on the waist, or maybe that right hand is resting on the chair. Okay, and then we're going to slowly walk that left leg back behind us. So now it's in our full warrior legs, toes turning out. You may notice a difference between one side versus the other, and that's fine. And then we're slowly going to start to bring the arms straight up first, because right now our hips are still pointing to one wall. They're still a little bit squared off. And then we're going to slowly open the hips out, open almost like a book, and the arms come into that T position, or warrior two arms. We hold and breathe here, feeling strong and stable. Good. And then let's flip that front palm up. We're going to reverse our warrior. So that front palm comes up, maybe your gaze follows that hand, and that back arm rests on the chair for that support. Feeling that stretch along that right side. Good. And then we're going to slowly come back to that warrior two position. So the T arms. Bending the elbow, we're going to rest it on that front knee, as that back arm reaches up and forward. And now we're feeling that nice long stretch along the left side of the entire body, from the fingertips to the toes here. And we're not collapsing in onto that right side, we're stretching. Good. And then we're going to slowly inhale back up into those warrior two arms. And then slowly with our next breath, we're going to walk the legs back into each other. Hands come to the chair or the hips, bringing the feet together. And then we'll slowly turn ourselves to come back into our neutral legs. Good. Let's come into a tall stretch one more time. Feet straighten, hands extend. Good. Bringing the hands down, keeping the feet hip distance. Let's bring the hands up, and we're going to actually come into a forward fold here. So slowly lowering yourself down. So as Subhashini is doing, she's actually lowering herself down with her abdomen, but you can also just walk your hands down your legs as another way to come into this forward fold. Good. And then slowly we'll inhale back up. So Subhashini is going to roll up, chin to her chest, coming up one vertebrae at a time. Good. Now we're going to take wide legs. And your knees are going to be pointing to the corners of the room here. Good. So we're going to inhale the right arm up. Exhale, slide that left leg down the inside of that left thigh as we twist open. Okay, and then we're going to inhale back up. Exhale, slide that right hand down that right thigh. Good, and then we inhale back up, and we're going to do this a little bit like a flow. Exhale, down the left. Inhale, and exhale down the right. Okay, and then we inhale back up. Exhale, down the left. And then inhale back up. Exhale, let's come down the right. Inhale, let's come all the way back up. Let's bring the knees back together. And just give your legs a little bit of a shake here. So now we're going to be coming to some balancing postures in which we will use the chair, but we're actually going to stand up for this. So stand up and just come behind your chair. So for our first balancing posture, we're going to be doing our tree posture. So actually what I'm going to have Subhashini do is come to the turn so that you're facing us. But your chair can stay there, great. So we're going to start by shifting the weight to the left leg and really grounding down. You want your feet to be hip distance here, and you want to feel really strong and sturdy in your left leg. And then slowly begin to pick up your right leg, and you can bring it just like a kickstand to rest against that ankle. Or if you're feeling that you want to challenge yourself a little more, you can pick it up and bring it against the calf muscle here. However, whatever you choose to do, just make sure the knee is actually pointing out to the side and it's not turning in. Good, holding onto the chair for support. The other hand can rest on the hip. Or if you'd like to, you can extend the other hand up to the sky. Maybe your gaze is looking somewhere on the floor in front of you, or looking somewhere in the wall in front of you, or maybe you've decided to turn your gaze up to the ceiling. Just deciding where you'd like to focus here. And if you'd like to challenge yourself even further, you can try to close your eyes as a way to make the focus that of an internal one. And if at any point you start to feel yourself falling out, just come right back in. And then we're going to slowly bring that hand back down to our hip if it was up. Let's turn that right leg in. And again, begin to straighten it out in front of you if you can. Give it a little bit of a shake and then bring it down as we come to the other side. So just bring your chair to the other side. And now we're going to shift the weight onto the right foot. Feeling strong and steady in that. And begin to pick up that left foot. And remember, you can rest against your ankle, giving yourself a little bit of extra support, or on the calf muscle. You just decide what works for you. The hand not resting on the chair can come to the hip, or it can also reach up to the sky. And then you decide also where you want to focus your attention. The floor, the ceiling, or maybe you want to try to close your eyes and see how you balance with an internal focus, using the breath to help balance. And then slowly bringing that arm down, maybe opening the eyes if they were closed. We'll bring the arm back to the hip. Turn that knee that was up in, maybe stretch it out. Shake out that leg a little bit if you can and bring it down. Good. And now we will do one final posture, so bringing the chair back to the other side. One final balancing posture. We're going to inhale the right hand up as we come onto our tippy toes. So again, use the chair for support here. And exhale, bringing the hand back down. Okay, let's try it one more time. Inhale, coming up onto the toes. And maybe you stay here, or maybe you try bending the knees a little bit. This is quite a big challenge for our ankles. We often don't strengthen those muscles very often. Good, and then exhale, arm down, and release the heels down. Good, let's try the other side. Okay, and then we're going to inhale the right arm up as we come onto our heels. And exhale, bringing it back down. Okay, again, inhale, the right arm up. And maybe we hold here. Maybe we try bending the knees just a little bit. Challenge yourself, challenge your heels. Engage the core muscles. Don't forget to breathe. And exhale the arm back down and release. Good, and then give everything a little bit of a shake out. So we've done a lot of yoga for our bodies and really worked them, but we haven't really done any yoga for our brain yet. So we'll do a few exercises that really engage our brain and our thinking. So we're gonna stay standing. So we'll bring our arms out to shoulder height. Very simply, we're gonna, not with the heels this time, we're just gonna inhale the right hand up and exhale it back down to bring it back in line. Good. Let's try that again. Inhale the right hand up and exhale it back together. Now we're going to try with the left hand, but instead we're going to go down with the left hand. So inhale the left hand down and exhale it back together. Inhale down and back together. Okay, so this is not the brain yoga yet. Now we're going to try to combine the two. So we're going to inhale that right hand up and back while that left hand is coming down. And we want to exhale them to come back together. Inhale and exhale. Very good, Subhashini. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Okay, great. Maybe you've mastered that. Now, let's try it with the left hand coming up and the right hand coming down. Can they meet? Inhale and exhale. 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 Very good. Okay, give everything a little bit of a shake. Shake it all out. Get that head shaking a little bit too. Great. Let's come back to our chairs. Have a seat. We're going to do actually one more brain yoga exercise. So with your left hand, you're going to make an L. L for left. And with your right hand, lift the pinky finger to make an I. Now, you're going to try and switch. Go from the I to the L and the L to the I. So now, the right hand makes an L and the left hand makes an I. Left hand makes an L, right hand makes an I. Right hand L, left I. Left L, right I. And try and go faster. Try and switch quick. Very good. Got some good brain yogis here. Good. And then just shake out your hands a little bit. Give your hands a little bit of a shake here. And let's bring our arms back out. And we're going to do some wrist stretches. So first, turn the right hand so the palm is facing up. And take that left hand very gently and pull the fingers back until you start to feel a stretch along that inside of that wrist. Nothing too intense, just a gentle stretch. If you use a keyboard a lot or a mouse, sometimes you will begin to build up tension in the wrists, and this is a good way to stretch them out. Okay, and then slowly turn the fingertips of that right hand so they're facing down, and now gently push on the knuckle area until you start to feel a stretch along that top of that wrist. Be very gentle. Good, and then slowly release from that. Now the left hand, palm facing out. Gently push those fingertips. Okay, and then we're going to slowly turn the fingertips down. Now push on the knuckle area here, very gently until you feel a stretch. And then we'll slowly release from this. Again, maybe shaking out the wrists a little bit, flicking the fingers if you need to. Great. Okay. Bringing the hands to the thighs again, we'll do a few neck exercises. So we did a little bit of releasing of the neck, but not a lot. And we tend to hold a lot of tension in our necks. So these exercises are really good, especially if you work at a computer a lot. So we'll start by bringing the chin to the chest. And just begin to rotate the neck to the right. Inhale, back, and then exhale as you bring the head forward again, back to the chest. Slowly going at your own pace here. Inhale as you come back, and then exhale as the chin comes forward. Working with your own range of motion here, not going too far. There should be no pain. Okay, and then switch directions next time your chin is at your chest. And rotate the head the other way. Good. And the next time your chin is at your chest, slowly bring the head back to center. Okay, and then we're going to begin by looking towards the right and look towards the left, as far over that shoulder as you're able to do. Look towards the right, as far as you're able to. Look towards the left. Right. and left. Right and left. Okay, one more. We're going to slowly bring the right ear towards the right shoulder. And you can keep hold here, or you can pick up that left hand and very gently push on. Take the right hand and very gently push on the left side with the right hand to bring that stretch a little deeper along the left side of the neck. Again, don't add a lot of pressure and really listen to your body here. Good, and then we're going to slowly release and bring now the left ear towards the left shoulder. And then you pick up that left hand, gently pulling the left ear closer to the shoulder and feeling that gentle stretch along the right side. Really breathing into this stretch here and try and just relax. We tend to injure our muscles more when our muscles are tensed. And then slowly release, bringing the head back into center. Maybe rolling the shoulders back a few times here. And then let's do a few exercises for our eyes. Again, if we tend to stare at screens a lot, it's very important that we give these eyes this little bit of exercise. So keeping the head straight, chin parallel to the floor, only the movement will be coming from the eyes. So just start by looking up and look down. Look up, look down. Look up, look down, and then just close the eyes for just a second. Give them a break. And opening the eyes again. Let's look only to the right with the eyes. Don't move the head at all. Look to the left. Look to the right, to the left, to the right, and to the left. Bringing the eyes back into center and close them. Just give them a break. Okay, and then slowly opening our eyes. Let's do the diagonals. So look top right, bottom left. Top right, bottom left. Top right, bottom left. Top right, bottom left. Close the eyes. Gently opening the eyes again. Top left, bottom right. Top left, bottom right. Top left, bottom right. Top left, bottom right. Eyes to center, close. Okay, and then gently opening the eyes. For our last exercise, we're going to roll our eyes. So slowly looking up, we're going to roll to the right, roll down, roll to the left, and back up. Roll to the right, roll down, roll left, and up. Roll right, down, left, and up. Okay, other direction. Roll left, roll down, roll right, roll up, roll left, roll down, roll right, roll up, roll left, roll down, roll right, and roll up. Okay, closing the eyes, but this time rubbing the palms together. We're trying to generate warmth in the palms, and with the eyes still closed, bring the palms to rest over the eyes here. And just let the warmth seep into the eyes, just to help them relax a little further. Okay, and then keeping the eyes closed, you can slowly take the hands from the face, rest them on the palms, and just sitting here, we're going to come into our Shavasana in our chairs. So again, turning that focus inwards. Bringing the awareness to the breath here again. Just really allowing the body to relax. Relaxing the muscles, every part of the feet and the legs. Relaxing the shoulders, and the arms, and the fingertips, and the toes. Relaxing the stomach and the chest. Relax the neck and the face, the eyes, the lips, the nose. Being here and now. Okay, and then slowly begin to bring your attention back to the world around you, the physicality of the body. Maybe lengthening the breath, deepening the breath here in a more gross way. Maybe wiggling the fingers and toes, maybe rolling out the wrists here, keeping the eyes closed if you feel comfortable too. Okay, and bringing the hands to rest here. Just take a moment now to be in gratitude to all of us for choosing to be here, and to our bodies, to each other for this co-created space, and all of our guides and masters of light, including our own Guru Sri Vasudeva. May we always be worthy of the divine grace. And just slowly bringing the hands up to the heart center here. Take this moment now to close our yoga practice with the sacred sound of Om. Just gently breathing out here. Breathing in. Om, peace, 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 shanti, shanti, shanti. Okay, so namaskar everyone. Thank you again for joining us for the yoga practice for today. I wish you a wonderful day. Namaskar.